Hello everyone, today I will be reacting to the B&M Surf Coaster teaser that Seaworld Orlando released. Now, usually I would have jumped to do a video of this the second that it was released, but actually when this video was released, I was in line for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, so that made it very interesting. So I just waited until now, and we're going to see what this is. Now, I've seen a little bit of this, just one picture, but I really do not know what I'm watching here, so let's check it out. Okay, definitely surf and water themed. Okay, I can't tell what train that is right now. It looks to be it's definitely two across, so it's either nope, that's the stand up. Okay. So it looks to be the same one as the leaked layout with the same color in the track. High surf advisory. Okay. So that didn't really give me too much info about the surf coaster, but if I rewind it a bit, I can see that it does look to be a stand-up, with the next generation stand-up that was leaked by B&M, so that's very exciting. The layout looks to be identical, and if you look in the skyline of the park, you can see it just a little bit when they start the video. So they're definitely teasing it, because obviously it's going to be built very soon. They already have major construction in the park. So it's definitely confirmed to be the exact same as the leaked layout, with the launch up into the small little thing. I don't really know what to say about that. It's pretty much exactly what we expected. At the end it says High Surf Advisory. So maybe the name could be High Surf, but I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely to me. That's very interesting they're going with the stand-up, because stand-ups aren't the most popular, and it's definitely a bold choice if SeaWorld Orlando decides to go with this, which they obviously are. I don't know. I want to know their logic on that. I mean, you're going to be standing around all day in line just to stand up on a coaster. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely excited for it, though. Like, I don't care what it is. I've been waiting for this project for months and months and months, and this definitely looks great to me now. Like, I want to ride it no matter what it is. Honestly, though, I think this will be better received than if it was the next generation just launch coaster, just like a B&M or Intamin launch coaster. I think this is definitely going to be like something new for the parks. Like, people in Florida have never seen like a stand-up coaster like this before, or most people at all haven't seen anything like this. A launch stand-up with an inversion is going to be pretty cool, but who knows? I'm very excited to see how the new B&M train is going to be. It looks very nice. So that's my reaction so far. I was expecting a little more with the video, but it's just a short little teaser. And obviously, as more information comes out about this coaster, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. So that's what I think so far. Very interesting. So that was my reaction to the teaser. I think it's very, very interesting, the route that they're going with the park. Now, just a note, you may have noticed that I seemed a little bit tired in the video. Well, that was because I just got back from a giant coaster trip in Orlando. We did Disney, Universal, and all sorts of stuff. It was super fun. So now that I've had time to like process it, I think it's a very, very good move that the park is going for. And here's why. Parks are always looking for something that's crazy unique. And this is definitely unique. Everyone's going to want to try it at least once. It's going to be a crazy experience for the GP because they've never seen a stand-up coaster. Most of them haven't. Yet alone a stand-up coaster that launches and goes upside down. So I think it's going to be very, very cool. But now that I've had some time to think about it, I don't think it's too surprising. I find it interesting that they did hype up the train of the ride because they didn't really show it in the video. And obviously, when they only show the real true train for like a second, they want you to look in the video more to create hype around the ride. This is a common tactic used about new attractions. Sometimes parks will release a small piece of concept art, like a really small one that you have to zoom in to find like what attraction it's going to be. You know, I'm not super surprised, but I'm not underwhelmed either. I think the ride is going to be good regardless of what it is. But now I want to touch on one of my absolutely crazy theories. Like, this is insane. I don't think this is going to happen. Let me just say that before I get started. There's about a 0% chance of this happening. Like, there's almost no shot. But I do want to throw this out there in case it does. So you all should remember that B&M recently released 2 patents. One was for the next generation stand-up trains used on the B&M Surf Coaster. But what about the other one? The other one was for next generation launch coaster train that allows slight movement of the seats. This seat looks very similar to something you would see on an Intamin or Mach multi-launch coaster. In fact, this is what myself and many other coaster enthusiasts thought the surf coaster could potentially be. In fact, a seat like this would fit the layout very well. Now, like I said, what I'm about to say isn't very likely, but what if this coaster could utilize both train types? At the same time. What if you could choose to either ride in the standing position or the sitting one? Now, usually coasters cannot handle 2 different train types because of something called heartlining. This is what's responsible for you having a smooth ride, for it being comfortable and not super bumpy, jerky, or really bad. However, I think it's very possible that because of its articulating motion in the new seats, it could fix this issue. If the seats are designed to lift riders to a certain height to make the ride smoother, then this would be the closest any coaster could come to being able to run 2 different train types at the same time without being extremely rough. Now, like I said, the chances of this happening are almost 0, but I wouldn't be surprised if we ever see a concept like this in the future. So now all we have to do is wait until we get more information about this coaster. And as for the name, a lot of people are saying it could possibly be High Surf, but I'm not really convinced yet. But I do think this bold move of adding a stand-up launch coaster is going to pay off, simply because of the unique factor. I have many non-coaster enthusiast friends who absolutely love coasters like Manta, simply because they've never seen a flying coaster before. And I think the surf coaster is going to work in the same way. If you think about it, stand-up coasters are pretty rare. The average person has never heard of them before, and adding a launch makes it even cooler. So that is what I think about the B&M Surf Coaster teaser. I'm ultimately very excited about this ride, and after thinking about it for a while, I do think it's a very good decision that they went with the stand-up route. This ride is going to create a lot of hype, not from coaster enthusiasts, but from the general public. And ultimately, that's what the park really wants. They want the type of person who's going to buy a single day ticket to the park, and they're going to spend lots of money there and have a great time. Unlike coaster enthusiasts who all have our passes, who go to the park and ultimately don't spend that much money there. So I think this is a very great decision. Other coasters like Mako are for the general public and coaster enthusiasts, but I do think this one leans towards the general public. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be awesome. I myself am very excited for this ride and I cannot wait to ride it. So, what do you think? Leave your comments below about the B&M Surf Coaster. I appreciate every single comment and read every single one of them. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not. I really appreciate all of the wonderful support that this channel gets. This is the Coaster Josh, signing out.